Okay, Immaculate movie review. Slow burn. I think that's fair to say. Slow burn movie. Did I like it? No, not really. This one was. I don't know. I went in not expecting high hopes, so I guess I'm not left disappointed. I mean, for what it was, it seems pretty accurate for what it was. The film. It's a junky movie. I would say though. I would say it's junky. Immaculate. I like that she kills the baby at the end, I guess. I was thinking maybe she'd just leave it there and like it'll be her looking down and then she'll leave. But no, actually she got the rock to kill it. And when we get a little kind of blurry shot of it, it looks like it's probably an abomination. Like it's not human. It doesn't sound like it's human. I'm thinking maybe it's like a goat head looking thing, like it's demonic or something. But then when we see, so this movie's funny, right? It's got like, there's one scene if she's in the bedroom where it's like maybe she's seeing a ghost, but then she turns the light on and of course it disappears, the apparition. And so it's like, oh, okay, it's not a ghost. And then there's like another scene. But then like, okay, so, and then, oh my God, what's his name? I forgot what his name was, but the guy that sent for her, that paid for the plane ticket, you know, he actually explains in the movie what it's like. He has like, they're trying to resurrect Jesus. And I guess, you know, there's a scene where she's looking at all these other old nuns that live in the convict and they're like mentally insane. And they have this, their foots are marked with the cross. And so I'm guessing maybe they were the previous victims of trying to make Jesus, but they failed, but they keep him there anyway. And, yeah, so the guy that she kills at the end with the rusty nail, that's supposed to be supposedly from Jesus, as if, you know, like people are crucified here all the time, right? In the ancient Judea, that was like a form of execution, wasn't it, in that time period, to be executed in that manner? But okay, whatever. And so, yeah, he explains the whole plan, and you kind of see it coming. Oh my God, when was it? There was a scene where it's like, I just figured it out. Like when she passes out the first time, when she gets handed the nail, the screw thing, she passes out. I guess that's the setup. That's how they get you to come in. And so she passes out at that moment, and then they inseminate her with the stuff. But they chose her because they have other nuns that live there at the convict. So maybe to make it look legit, you have to have all these other nuns or women that want to be nuns. There's the one girl, she's very pretty, right? She has light color eyes, tan skin. And she has like a tattoo, it looks like a Satan tattoo above her breast, because there's like a bath scene. We see like her tattoo kind of halfway covered, which maybe is like the actor's tattoo. Who knows? But she gets her tongue cut off because, like, yeah, she starts spouting out like, don't you think it's weird that this happened? And this bitch killed herself, and then you like pregnant, but you never fucked the man or something. And so she kind of brings out this, she talks out a line, she gets her tongue cut off, and then we don't see her. And then when we're in these catacomb scenes and these underground passageways, we actually get, it's when she like, oh, the guy's left because he's looking for underneath there because they just had like an explosion in their lab or something. And okay, so in this scene, that's all happening. And so we hear like, you know, it's darkness, and it has that, they do that feature where like the light goes off and the character has to turn the light back on, and there's of course there's gonna be a jump scare, so you're just waiting for it. And the jump scare is her dead body just put into the catacombs decomposing, which I'm guessing would have stinked. So when she was there, she must have smelled her, right? She must have, like, it has to stink in that catacombs thing. It has to be absolutely wretched. And then when she's climbing, she's got to climb out at the catacombs, and you see her face. Like, of course, it can't be that easy for her. So then he drags her, and we see him. He's like halfway burned. Because he doesn't die initially in the fire. He dies, like I said, she puts a nail in his neck. I like that scene, like when she put the nail inside his neck, and then she pulls it out. So then he just bleeds all over her. I kind of like that scene. And then he and then the body collapses on top of her. Yeah, so that happened. And what else? I like the guy that picks her up at the beginning of the movie. That gentleman, we see him initially, and then we don't see him for quite a while in the film until that woman, into her friend, because she's like the only girl that she befriends. Because I guess she's the only one that speaks English, maybe, or the only one that bothered. Well, actually, she even introduced herself first to her in the beginning when she first came to the convicts. She was smoking a cigarette, and she was in the toilet, and she just barges in to introduce. So I guess she's like very, like her personality. Like there's a scene where they're hanging the clothes to dry, and she's throwing them over her. So she's got like a playfulness to her, and I guess she's how do you call it, as well as playful. She's rebellious, and you can't hold her down type of personality. This character. That sadly she gets killed, right? But she has to get tortured before she gets killed because reasons. Because I feel like maybe if you torture her, which would be like set, to set an example, right? You torture her to set an example for the others to follow. But instead, we torture her, then she disappears, and then we kill her, and we put her body in this catacomb thing. And what's the idea? That her body just stays underground there? Or like, the idea is that, oh, we kicked her out, maybe? Maybe that's what they told them. Oh, we let her leave. She wanted to leave, so we let her leave. And like, if that's the case, if I ask to leave, like, am I gonna get tortured and killed? In the beginning of the film, we see that one girl tried to escape. And of course, she doesn't make it, and her leg gets caught in the bars, and the one breaks her leg. And I like this detail because when we see her, since she's being buried alive underground, we got a shot of her feet kicking, and only one foot's moving, which makes sense. Yeah, she's got one leg that's hurt, it's injured, so she's probably not moving that one, and she's just kicking the casket with the other leg. Yeah. These movies are always kind of the same. These ultra religious. They're always Catholic too. They're always Catholic. I don't think I've ever seen one like it's not Catholicism, right? Maybe it's like it just feels like the most culty branch of Christianity, or it's like just easy to make fun of. I don't know. And there's another movie, the first Omen, and they actually had a trailer for this when this movie was before it played. And so it's like there's two Catholic horror themed movies coming back to back. So I'm thinking maybe I titled this review Immaculate Movie Review, the first Catholic horror film. The first of two. Maybe I'll put the first of two in parentheses of, kind of in referencing like this movie's out, and then there's actually the Omen movie, the first Omen, which is also like a nun. Maybe that one's more supernatural. This one, like I said, it doesn't have supernatural. I wouldn't say so. I mean, like, there's a scene where she sees what does she see? She sees like the ghost, like in the room at night. She sees the apparition. Forgot the word. I think I just said it too. Of like a man, but then she turns the light on, it disappears, of course, because reasons. And then she has like a bad dream. She's confessing, but then the confessing scene turns into a jump scare, of course. And then that's like the transition. It's like such a common way to like do the scenes like this, to transition the scene in this manner. I don't know. Yeah, I like the guy's mustache. I like how the guy's dressed very sharply. The mustache, the collar's high. The dude in the beginning, and we see him like in the lab, and he's smoking a cigarette, and he actually holds her feet when the other dude brands her feet. It's ouch. But yeah, Immaculate Movie Review. It's not good in my opinion. Not good. Nothing special. But I didn't go into this thinking it would be. So I guess in some regard, because I didn't go in with expectations, I left exactly like, I don't particularly feel disappointed. It's just meh. 2 out of 5. How about that? Or just 1. Actually, no, fuck it. Let's give it a 1 star. 1 star out of 5. Immaculate Movie Review. The first of 2 movies like this.